between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings.
I was selling dope. No keep life. You know, slime chicken in.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season.
Oh, it's a price me. Oh, he's something.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
He's something.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start the drive on the ground. Camaro. And some room to maneuver.
Oh my God, dang.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
What? Yeah. Oh, that's slime better. Let go.
Bass to kick it away.
Oh, you want to give me yours?
The touchdown to extend their lead. Now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Whatever I'm breaking on, B. They're my blood. I got my fire on it, B.
Starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jones.
Too old.
That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he'll go down, but not before the game is inside the 30.
We got to do a big hole.
Inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, shit. I'm tripping. I ain't know I run the ball, man.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm tripping, man. Big function like a motherfucker.
Throwing Jones. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup when it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
We'll throw Matt on.
To the goal line.
We get that phone up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
Side Jones.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, hold them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Beat in.
Here's a sneak with Jones.
It's touchdown. Oh,
instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Jones keeping it on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
You might see the
old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a
Black out bullet chasing.
quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want
I'm top five in my city. I ain't high and be convenient. Chill out there, I'm outside taking biggie.
Tony Pollard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So a big call there.
Hey, you gonna die. Nigga talking about stop the violence. I'm trying to stop a nigga. Light say bitch come in and feel that pipe. Niggas lost their life. But I don't mind doing no jokes. Let's be real. Man, one time a nigga play me like a hoe.
7-7 here as the kicks away.
Y'all got get in that mode.
The stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And if you want me on your song, I need 500 for a verse. You ain't gonna pull up in the vid. I bet that boy leaving a hurt. Can't leave this bitch. I can't leave this bitch alone. She riding dick just like she served. Back to back, nothing in back to back like nigga cut your leg. Put that on Papa, I won't need it.
Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. Coaches always say that every play is designed to score.
Man, y'all bitches just started spinning. Bank tell them they get it. Ain't in the third. Now let's see who put in work. Y'all got me fucked up. Ain't niggas fuck on TV and ain't bleed. On my head. I heard that nigga dead. All in D-Town trying to switch something for their issue. Your favorite rapper Red and he got jacked to play the people. 24 business. I can't think I'm seeing is red. That's a pig game. Oh my god. Dirty nigga, I don't fuck with that. I'm rolling eggs.
16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Bitch, I've been like that from a child. Nigga, man, we get that fine nigga play, I lay him down.
Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Oh, that's a kick all day.
From the 44, Wilson.
Peak, there it is.
Rifles one that's intercepted.
Greedy.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
All in D-Town trying to switch them for their ears. Your favorite rapper Red and he got jacked to play the people.
Continuing, remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Jones throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this down near the
45-yard
line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings at 6-0.
All the D-Town trying to switch on for the edge. Your favorite rapper Red and he got jacked to play the people. You know that.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Just to gain a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Off the play fake. Jones, flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl.
Tried that nigga in.
Another throw on second down. This one incomplete as well.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it.
All the D-Town trying to switch on for their issue.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jones, off play action. And a completion to Wilson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
What's down, cuz? And then I'm chilling right now. I ain't got no pen.
Here's Jones throwing on fourth down.
Well, what y'all getting to?
It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
I'm finna get ready to take a bail when I finish this little man game. Then we can do something if you want to do something.
The Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gaines,
up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Man, that's why I be saying about that school shit. Like, even after you finish school, you gotta go find a job. I feel like they supposed to have you a job already.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Yep.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team is...
Yeah, man. I better call him probably about an hour or so.
That's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams...
All the D-Town trying to switch up for their is your favorite rapper, Red, and he got Jack to play the people. Know that.
Like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups.
Aaron Donald.
Strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They let Aaron Donald sit on the board and pick those. These niggas crazy.
To get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
These niggas crazy.
An intriguing decision there defensively.
I let Aaron Donald sit on the board and pick 30.
Despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Oh, sir.
In any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped out the Cowboys. Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Only.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack?
Come out with these 3 linemen on, holding their pill.
Right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 26. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right.
Wrong button. That nigga timed it, man.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That nigga standing in the end zone wide open.
On 4th down, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
They better let me get upfield. They try to do me dirty.
4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Jones throwing on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Matt Jones.
It's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Mac and cheese.
And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown.
Why not? Tony
Pollard with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit.
Man, they could beat you like that, brother.
For the shot of playoff football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what I call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Jones now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one too low.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now.
I ain't got
They take
time for
over the
this.
ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
That nigga got over the drop this.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one.
Then the nigga got over there.
But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Off play action. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking.
I don't think so. I had when I looked on there, I ain't see his name.
To a play action sack.
Hold on, I'm gonna take it again and see.
Field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
Hit him.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now Jones throwing to start the
Oh my God, dog.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down.
Oh my God, this nigga dropped the ball.
And they turn it over. The
Vikings unable
Here.
to convert here on fourth. And
I'm hitting possession kids, bro.
Get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finds Pickens out right. He's got room past the 30.
Hey, they moving like this. Right there, telling them, dude. Come on, man.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
Thank you.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Please.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Jones on 1st and 10. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, It turned out to be a nice play.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. That'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit
like him. He ain't got no reason, man.
Well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield. He gained any yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his
attention.
How green
can you
be? Because now you're in scramble drill.
How green can you be?
Adjusting the routes, finding open
I don't know how green to get these niggas. It's crazy.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
And he slings one that's
Matt Jones in the team.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hawkinson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, that got
it's
going
to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Greedy. Oh, Greedy, you got to hold on to this.
Instead,
some decisions out there so far. Force some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty
is man.
15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. For Matt Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones on the move to his left.
Oh, my God. You can't lead him right there, Matt Jones.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Cardinals are going to get the football.
Gotta put it on him.
How
did you lead him?
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hello. Chilling right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the
chilling
Cardinal
right
offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter,
At
this
home.
one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about it behind us and get better for the next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. To hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Chicago, man. Stomach gonna be hurting. What you got from
Here's
Chicago?
Wilson to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
Why you out today?
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. George Pickens, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action. Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll buy some time right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now here's Pollard into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mac Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Vikings lead the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That keeps the score Vikings 44, Cardinals 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Wilson will throw again. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Wilson gonna throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. That deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. But he's got it inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as he just added their totals. Another touchdown in the 4th quarter. And Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now here's Roberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it will go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just...
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It will only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. In the end, you still lost the game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the floor at the end. They scored a touchdown, keep the momentum, as you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point.
Some sort of ability.
That's something.
So for Minnesota, their winning ways continue.